and I think it becomes this tool that you really start living from your heart, not so much, oh, I should be doing this. Not so much your brain, like that overthinking, like we're already doing that. So I think for me, it was a way of really becoming more heart-centered and really tuning into where is my heart. Wherever my heart is, everything else is going to follow after that. So yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, it is a physical practice, but it becomes this tool to go so much more than that. It becomes this tool to really broaden your mind, really open up your heart to receiving life as it is and playing with it versus going against the grain and trying to meet these other expectations that don't really make you happy at the end.
And that's, I think, the biggest thing for us is how can we become the best version of yourself? How do you reach your highest sense of self moving on your mat and off of your mat? How do you take that into your daily life and translate it to people around you? Because it creates that effect around to everybody. It's huge.
I think the movement in itself unlocks things that people can't identify. And the movement and shift of energy shifts something, I think, in their lens and mentally. So they might not be able to identify what's different. They just feel it because it's no longer in their body. They're no longer holding on to it or carrying it around. So I think it's that sense of lightness and ease that they get from it afterward. Don't have to think of anything else, and so whatever you were carrying on the way in doesn't come with you on the way out.
It helps me really change my inner world so that I can reflect that to others and to those around me, and hopefully spread that to others and just infuse the world with more light, with more love, with more awareness of what's going on. And it really isn't about always feeling good. Yoga doesn't always feel good, but it's about being aware of what is going on with you and to accept that all, to really create space with that, with movement, with breath, and with others in community.
That's our society. Our society wants you to believe into that you have a condition, that there's something wrong with you. And the biggest thing that yoga taught me is to change your verbiage, change your language. It's not my anxiety, it's the anxiety. I'm experiencing some anxiety right now. It's not something that you should kind of hold on to. You know, it's like, oh, my depression is really difficult today. It's like, no, I'm experiencing a lot of depression today. And kind of just changing the language and specific wording kind of tricks your mind also to believe in a different pattern and change your perspective.
I read a quote the other day that said, like, yoga is not about finding the postures, it's about unveiling those layers of protection that you've built and giving yourself that chance to be open. And it struck me. It was like, that's exactly what it is. It gives you that space, which no other place does.
A lot of it is unlearning, not learning new things, but unlearning the stories that aren't true. You know, the lies that we tell ourselves, and letting that all go.
You actually do have the power to recreate your own journey, your own story. And that's what yoga really is a practice of starting over and over and over again.
When everyone is going inwards, I think collectively it shifts the consciousness, it shifts the energy. And I think when that happens, things just happen.
Love is something that you can provide no matter what is going on, no matter the circumstances, the conditions. Like, we don't set those boundaries, we just give out love. And I think it goes along into that way of, like, how can we spread that out now, and how can that create the ripple that keeps going further forever.
Tell my students that there is no final destination you're trying to get to, right? It is an ongoing journey. This has really been a practice of showing up, feeling like I have a reason to be my best self and to share that with others. Because it's a responsibility to teach yoga. You're sharing your inner world, you're sharing your energy. So it inspires me to be my best self. And from that place, I can teach to others.